Perfect.
So, bon dia, good afternoon, buenos dias. Thank you for joining us today. We have a special webinar with our wonderful DMC, Very Latin Brazil. So here I have Bruno and Vanessa. Vanessa, you're based actually in the Amazon, and you're going to tell us a little more about Saltana Amazon. Voilà. So I'll let you speak.
Thank you. Thank you, Dominique. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. And it's a really special day. We have a new product in the Amazon, the Zaltana riverboat. It was a purpose-built riverboat to cruise the Amazon, and it's the first time that it will be cruising as regular departures next year. And we're really excited to present it to you. Here, helping me to present this river cruise is Vanessa Marino. She's our partner in the Amazon. She's the owner and CEO of Amazon Emotions that has boats for charter in the Amazon and also a really special Amazon refuge 2 hours north of Manaus. I'm going to let her introduce herself and talk a little bit about where she is right now.
Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here to present the Saltana Riverboat. Directly from the Brazilian Amazon is where I live for about 28 years. So I have a few experience, operating region. And yeah, we decided to join forces to offer something new and refresh what the region is offering actually with ecotourism, no? Joining the essence from Amazon Emotions, that is conservation, science, and ecotourism.
Yeah. So what is the essence of Zaltana? It's the first vessel in the Brazilian Amazon that has standardized luxury cabins. It is the most luxurious vessel cruising the Brazilian Amazon. And in just a little bit, we're going to explain to you the differences between cruising the Amazon and cruising in Peru. The boat is very comfortable, sophisticated, it's authentic. It was built in the Amazon in Manaus to cruise the two largest rivers that we have in the Amazon, the Negro and the Solimões. The whole operation is fully integrated with the local culture and the environment. We're very focused on taking our guests into the most remote and immersive sides of the Amazon. This is one of our major commitments to conservation. We actually go up and cruise two of the largest national parks in the entire Amazon, considering all the countries that have a little piece of the Amazon. And the cruise can be fully customized. So if you're planning of having a charter for the cruise, for example, it's only 10 cabins. It can be customized for photography, for wildlife observation, gastronomy, and we plan to have some of these customized and themed departures in the future as well. So as we were saying, what is the main difference of cruising the Brazilian Amazon and cruising in Peru? To start is the river. So here in Brazil, it's where the Amazon River actually becomes one. So the Negro River comes from Colombia, and then the border between Venezuela, and then enters Brazil. It's a major, massive river coming down and creating islands, the largest land archipelago of river islands in the world. And then it meets the Solimões, which starts as the Maranhão, right in front of Manaus, and then it becomes the Amazon River. So the sheer size of the Amazon, in some areas of the Amazon River, it's 4 to 5 kilometers across. And it's very impressive when you see the river at its peak and at its largest part. And in Peru, it actually starts in the Andes, and then it starts of course, as a smaller river. And sorry, and it then start meeting other rivers along the way, and then enters Brazil, becomes the Solimões River, and eventually, when the two rivers meet, the Solimões and the Rio Negro, it starts being called the Amazon in front of Manaus. And the difference here is the access to the rivers as well. When you go to cruise in Peru, you have to fly to Lima and then to Iquitos, and then Iquitos sometimes you have to take a car about 100 kilometers south to Nauta to catch the boat. When you're cruising the Zaltana, you fly into Manaus, which is a major metropolitan area in Brazil. It's a beautiful city, lots of history. Manaus was on the peak of the rubber boom, was called Paris of the Amazon because it has so many Belle Epoque buildings. It has a stunning theater in the middle of the historic center, all covered in tiles that were brought from Europe. It has a market that was fully constructed in Scotland and then sent into Manaus. So downtown Manaus is really special, very interesting. We always recommend arriving 2 days early to visit Manaus and get a little bit of the Amazon experience. So it's easier getting to Manaus than flying into Peru to get the cruise. And also the uniqueness of the itinerary that we are proposing. So as I said, we're cruising up the Negro River. We're starting in front of Manaus, the meeting of the waters. When the two rivers meet, they go kilometers and kilometers without mixing. And then we turn around and go up the Negro River. And this is one of the most beautiful rivers in the Amazon. We go all the way up to 2 national parks and explore those areas that are very rich in wildlife and experiences with the local culture. And one major benefit of the Negro River, the water of the Negro is very acidic. So there's no mosquitoes on the Negro River, very low density of mosquitoes on the Negro River. We can stop the boat on the river banks and get off and swim in the river, and there will be no mosquitoes bothering you. Do you want to add something, Vanessa?
No, it's excellent. Go ahead. You're doing very well.
So, and what are the experiences that we have included in the boat? Change this here. So, as I said, the cruise starts right in front of Manaus. We leave the city and then we go straight to the meeting of the waters. Everybody goes up to the top deck and you see that phenomenon from the top. It's quite impressive. Dominique was saying when she was there a few years ago, how special that is. And it's truly magnificent because the waters are different colors. One is very brown, the other is dark as Coca-Cola. And then they go kilometers and kilometers without mixing. And our boat goes there, turns around, and then goes up to the Negro River, up to the Anavilhanas and Jaú National Parks. Of course, everything is included. So all the experiences, the food, the chef is very savvy in mixing international ingredients and recipes with Amazonian tastes and flavors. So every meal is an experience as well as the whole tours and the whole cruise experience. Here we go. So, in how to get to Manaus, because Manaus is a metropolitan city, there are flights connecting Manaus from Bogota. So you're flying Avianca. There are several different places from the US that Avianca fly into Bogota, and from Bogota directly into Manaus. We can even create an itinerary with a few days before or after the cruise in Bogota and in Cartagena, for example, or start in Cartagena, go to Bogota, do the cruise, and then go to Rio for a few days of beach. Another option is through Copa Airlines. Panama City connects several cities in the US into Panama and then fly directly into Manaus. And then again, they fly from many cities in Brazil back up to Panama. So Panama can be the hub. You can enter Brazil through the Amazon and exit through Rio, for example. And also, if you have clients coming from Europe, TAP Airlines also fly into Manaus. So what about the vessel? This funny looking boat was created in the Amazon, and it looks like this because it has a very flat hull and extends sideways to go into the rivers that are shallower during the low season. It was actually created for fishing expeditions, and it's still used for fishing expeditions, but in the Amazon, we fish only during the low waters because that's when the fish are stuck in the smaller rivers, in the lakes. During high waters, the boat was just sitting there from May to August. So we partner, Vanessa and I, to bring this cruise to life. During the time when we actually, for us, the Amazon is one of the most beautiful seasons. It's when the water is coming up. So by May, all the water from the Andes and the rains are filling up the river. And by August, it's the peak of the Amazon River. That's when you can go into smaller canoes, into the flooded forest. It's a beautiful scenery. We have animals circulating on the canopies of the trees, monkeys and sloth, lots of birds. So it's a perfect time to cruise in the Amazon. There are 10 spacious cabins, all facing outwards into the Amazon. We have support boats following the vessel that for us to do the excursions. So every day we have 2 excursions on the full days, and then we might have an extra one at night to do the wildlife observation at night. It has internet access through Link, and it's 100% local crew. We have 25 crew members working at the vessel for 20 guests. We had 10 cabins for 20 guests. This is one of the cabins. All cabins are the same size, about 130 square feet, with private bathrooms, air condition, hot water in the shower, and it can be a matrimonial bed or twin beds like this one. Okay, and they have beautiful views to the forest. Every day when you wake up, just open the window and you see the entire forest right from your window. Or during sunsets, the sunsets in the Amazon, it's one of the most beautiful experiences that you can have. And you see the sun coming down behind the forest and reflecting on the water is truly magical. The restaurants, the food, the chef, as I said, he prepares mostly international recipes, but he always add a little flavor and little touch of the Amazonian cuisine. So we might have fruits that are in season that will bring on board for you guys to try, or you have local fish, local Amazonian fish for everybody to try, and then lots of recipes made with yuca. So manioc in the Amazon is the queen of all trees and of all plants. We use everything from the yuca tree, from the manioc tree, all the way from the leaves to the roots. And so we will try a lot of the manioc in the recipes as well. So food is served family style. There are different areas of the restaurants that guests can sit down and share their experiences. And like I said, the food is really focused on making everybody comfortable with everything that is served, but always introducing something unique during the meals as well. Here, the top deck, as you can see, the boat, sorry, the boat can get really close to the banks of the river. And this even allows for us to stop when we still have beaches along the banks of the river to go down and swim in the Negro River, which is a fantastic experience because the water of the Negro River is kind of like a tea color. So when you go in, the sand of the river looks like it's covered in like a copper color water. So it's really fantastic, and you can swim in the river. It's very safe. And we choose some beaches where the water is shallow so everybody can come in and say, well, I've swum in a river in the Amazon. And these are the exploration boats. Everybody sits facing the forest. So all the experiences that we do, we'll have someone explaining the different aspects of the tour and the experience. So we always have a biologist along on the boat and a local guide that grew up in the Amazon. So they both exchange experiences all the time with the guests, and every outing is guided by two guides. And so, what about the itinerary? So it's a 4-night cruise going from May to August. We have 2 departures per month. And we picked this area again because it's when the boat was just sitting there without the fishing season, after the fishing season, and because it is when the Amazon is most beautiful, when the river is full. It departs and returns to Manaus, so you can book your flight in and out very easily. We recommend staying 2 nights before the cruise in Manaus to get to learn a little bit about the city. Includes the meeting of the waters, the Jaú and Anavilhanas National Parks. We visit riverside communities and in indigenous communities as well. It's a cultural immersion with these people that live in the Amazon. So when you visit the riverside communities, they will tell you how is it to live in the Amazon in a place that the water goes up 28 meters, and then they have to prepare everything, put everything on barges, and then sometimes change to the second floor of the house because the first floor will be fully submerged in water. It's really incredible to learn all of these diversity directly with the people that live it. And the indigenous community, we go to one of the indigenous community along the Negro River that are very special, and they will welcome our guests during a bonfire at night. They'll tell the stories about their family and their culture. It's making it a really special experience. And everything is included. So all the meals, the experiences, drinks, transfer in. So it's an all-inclusive tour. This is roughly more or less as high as the cruise goes. So departing from Manaus goes up into the Negro. Another advantage of cruising this area of the Amazon, it's the Negro doesn't have any major cities along the river. So it's not a river where gonna see big vessels coming by the boat, because it doesn't connect many cities along the way as it does the Solimões, for example, that connects Peru to Manaus and to Brazil. So coming from Letícia, there are several larger cities along the way, towns, and so you see a lot of movement of boats. Here in the Negro, the towns are very small. They're mostly villages, and people that come in and out are the ones that live along the riverbank.
Bruno,
Uh-huh.
I would like to add that there are 3 activities, 2 as the base for per day, okay, and 1 in the night. And it's possible to add fishing early in the morning for a few people. I already received this request from tour operators, and it's important to know that we can add this activity early morning, and then keeping in mind that the trip is focuses in ecotourism, okay? But we can add this activity.
Yeah.
And the other point is, as I said, our 28 years of experience, no? Living in the Amazon, observing a lot, operating tailor-made trips. So that means that we don't go when other people go, right? So
Yes.
we don't need to go to the same places because we support local people, families with the specific projects linked to handcrafts, to different projects they develop, and we
Mhm.
can inform our guests about that because it's important for us to connect with people, our guests, to the meaning, about the staying with us in Sultana Riverboat.
That's it. Yeah, it's very special because many of the communities that we visit, they are also suppliers of the boat. They grow manioc and they grow food that we use on the boat. They some of their people work on the boat as well. So the whole experience is very integrated with everything that we visit along the way into the Amazon.
Yeah, I will make a short comparison. Okay,
Uh-huh.
it's very different when you go to the trip and you're bringing your guide because it's bilingual, right? And he teach you what you are seeing in the jungle. But if you go down to the community and you hire a local guide to follow us during this part of the trip in several communities is totally different because you are really bringing benefits, no, to the
Mhm.
local inhabitants.
Yes, we're involving everybody that we're visiting and we're talking to. They all participate and we share all the benefits of the cruise. So the target audience for the cruise are people that are experienced travelers that have been to other parts of the world that likes cruising, of course. They're passionate about nature, about culture. Average age is 45 years old and older, mostly Europeans and Americans. Interest in purposeful trips, safe and exclusive travel, and the minimum age is 7 years old for security reasons. And also, childs that are younger than this, they don't enjoy, they don't benefit as much from a cruise like this. So this just summons everything that we talked about, the uniqueness of the experience and also how we created a cruise that has a purpose. So you're coming to the Amazon, you're actually sharing that experience with the people that you're going to meet and also the people that you're bringing in if you're bringing your family and cruising up the Negro River and living this really immersive experience. So what's included? 4 nights cruise, transfer to and from the airport in Manaus or from the hotel, all meals, wine, beer, cocktails, juices, soft drinks, all excursions, bilingual guides, Portuguese and English. We're going to have one departure in French as well. So if you have clients coming in from France, internet access, equipment for the excursions, canoes, speedboats, boats, raincoats, and eco-friendly repellent. When we go into the forest, might have a little bit more mosquitoes, but on the river cruise on the boat, you don't have to worry about that. So the rates for the cruise is 24,500 reais. So that converts today for around 4,600 US dollars per person. And it's very comparable to the cruises in Peru. The difference is this is a totally unique experience and itinerary. 32,800 for single room, around $6,000 to stay in a single room. Children age 7 to 11 pay 50% of the adult rate, but they have to share the bed with the parents because we don't have the extra beds to add into the cabin for a triple occupancy. And like I said, for safety reasons, we only accept children older than 7 years old. And that's it. So we're open to questions. Whoever wants to make any questions about the cruise or the dates,
Mhm.
we're happy to take some
Thank you very
questions.
much, Vanessa and Bruno. That was very interesting. Yeah? So
Mhm.
that you're asking us, you to remind her what are the best year to explore the Amazon and to do the expedition, which I know you mentioned it at the beginning.
Yeah, the cruise is available from May to August. From May to August, it's when we're taking passengers, and it will have two departures per month between those months.
Mhm. I see some Colette, you said this is amazing. Pam, if you offer fishing, do you have rods for your guest?
Yes,
Yes.
we do have the artisanal way to fish and the sportive equipment on
Mhm.
board.
Mhm.
I don't see any
Yeah, and
other
you can
question.
fish
Oh,
piranhas on the Amazon.
I did it. Can you believe? And I hated it.
Yes,
Yes,
it's very
yes.
good. I love piranha soup. It's really good.
And I ate it grilled, and the flesh around the bones, the main bones, is great. There is not much flames below, but on both
Uh-huh.
sides, and it's delicious. And I was thinking, wow, not too many people got to eat piranhas. That you have
Yeah,
fish yourself.
exactly.
I have souvenirs. I mean, I hope everyone will see what I have seen because really, it's
Me too.
very,
It's such a special cruise,
yes, yes,
and it makes a huge difference when you're cruising the Negro River because it's so massive, like the size of the
yeah,
river, the
yeah.
water, and then especially in the beginning of the season in May, where we still have some river beaches, and then the water covering the sand and it creates that copper color water, and then you bathe in it, and you can actually spot the river dolphin, the pink river dolphin
Yes.
here in this water because it contrasts so much with the color of the water, and we'll see a lot of them along the Negro River. There's so many pink dolphins in that area.
Alors, Pam, you said yum, maybe. Yes, I'm telling you, Pam, it's delicious. No, no, trust me. So,
One important information probably is we can swim on the Rio Negro,
mm,
okay, safely in specific areas. We can make a camp, no, improvise a camp to enjoy on the beach,
uh-huh,
depending of the time, but it's totally possible to swim and enjoy the fresh waters.
Yeah, I did it a few times.
yeah,
Great water, and because the Amazon's always warm, so the temperature of the water is perfect. It's great for you to go in the water, refresh, and then, like I said, go back and say, "Well, I swam in the Amazon." So
I did it too.
not a lot of places can say
That's
that.
true, huh? I know it's like a checklist, for a lot of things. And I think the price point is very good. I think everyone would agree with me. Uh,
Mhm.
so Anne-Marie, you said we did this in 1999 from Manaus to Rio de for Carnaval. Carl fish for piranhas, caught some, they cook. He didn't like the flavor. Ah, I liked
Yeah,
it. I know.
yeah,
There was
it's
different
different. Well,
piranhas.
there's many different fish
Ah,
in the Amazon, and you along the way on those 4 nights you will try different fish
different fish. Huh?
And
every single night. Try
many
different fish.
different species of piranhas
Ah,
also.
that's probably one, Anne-Marie, because I promise you I would not say it. I would just keep it quiet and just say I eat piranhas. But what I remember from my piranhas was really good. I had to eat a lot of them in order to have a consistent meal because they don't have much flesh on their body. Yeah? So, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's true. Yeah, the river, the because of the acidity of the river, the fact that it
Mosquito, huh?
doesn't have mosquitoes
Yeah.
to me is a big
Oh,
plus.
yes, for everybody. Yeah, Bruno. No,
A
very,
lot
very
of our
special.
clients, when they come and they visit this area of the Amazon, and then they come back and say, I didn't believe when they told
For
me there was
mosquito, huh?
no mosquitoes. And then when I came here, and it was just perfect.
Yep. Do we have any, David, you said, is there a video available?
Yeah, we have a very short video, about a minute, then I'll send it to you.
Uh-huh. And
We can
Lucas
share
would like
the
you
video.
to repeat the name of the boat.
Zaltana.
Uh-huh. But you're going to send a follow-up with
I
the
will.
recording, the information, and everything. And it's a pity it's not available for festive, but it's available before. And
Yeah, no, it's on for now, it's fully booked as a private
until
chair
next
for
year,
this
huh?
year until next
Voilà.
year. Yes.
Okay. Well, good
Yeah.
for you. You see, it's and then people can also book it privately. Would you add one more if it was a
Yes.
public request?
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
right.
we can fully charter if you have someone, a big family or group that
Oh,
wants to come.
10
I
room.
have a request that it's a group of all women coming to the Amazon. So any type of group celebration, festivities that they want to do, celebrate on the boat,
Yeah.
yeah, we can definitely have a charter for the group.
Looking for the pink dolphin could be a theme.
Yeah. Totally,
You know.
yes.
Oh, no, no. So the Altana means highest mountain, you said, Bruno, huh? Voilà. Anne-Marie, did you mention the capacity? We said 10 room, but
10
yes,
rooms, 20
children,
guests.
20 guests, huh? Voilà,
Yeah.
because children has to share the bed with one of the parents, I suppose, huh?
Mhm.
There is no
Yes.
on the
Yeah.
7.
Mhm. Yeah, if they have small children that the parents are okay with
Yes, huh?
sharing the bed
Sharing.
with them, it's okay.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that sounds wonderful. I'm happy you're fully booked already. So we are
Mhm.
doing this webinar for next year. And as we see more and more requests for Brazil, I think it's going to be a big hit. Huh? So thank you,
Yes, me
Vanessa.
too.
I'm jealous almost that you live in this beautiful part of the world. And I cannot wait to be back myself. Huh?
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you,
see you here
everyone.
soon.
Oops, sorry,
Thank
Bruno.
you very
Yeah.
much.
No, I thought you mentioned something and I cut you off. No? You're good. So thank you everybody for joining us. Hope you get inspired and let's make a race. The first at book.
Let's do it. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Ciao.
Vanessa. Boa tarde.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde.